You don't need to see Madam Web to know it's gonna be horrible, right? Hey guys, it's me, Madam Mishpat Webb here, and I am here to read the future fortune of Sony. Now I will scramble these cards up. It doesn't matter if I did or didn't, because I can't see, because I am Madam Web and I was blind at birth. Oh wait a minute, what's this I hear? Wait.
This is disgusting.
She can see in the trailer? Interesting. This wiki article says otherwise, but we'll look the other way. Now, as far as I know, Madam Web's primary focus is to pull up on superheroes and be like, hey yo, look at the future. Your future is good. Your future is horrible. Mary Jane Watson is going to die. Or something crazy like that, right? I think that, her most memorable appearance, I think everybody here would say, would be her appearance in the 90s animated Spider-Man cartoon. I remember watching that as a kid, and me growing up in a Christian house, watching that was like, oh my god, if my parents saw Spider-Man getting his tarot cards read, that'd be crazy. So, I have some tarot cards here, some beautiful tarot cards, and I'm going to read the future for Sony, and I'm going to predict right here and right now the Rotten Tomatoes score. Let's see. Yes. Yes. It appears this card means that it's bad. That bad stuff is gonna happen. Let's see, what's the next card? Let's see. Yes. Now I will flip this card over and it will show me why we don't need this movie. This is a bad sign. This card right here is that's the Moon card. And the Moon card says that this movie is gonna be awful. Why? Because Madam Web isn't like that. If you play Persona and you see Igor, and once you initially see Igor, you're so interested in him. Wow, what's this guy's deal? Well, I'll tell you his deal. He reads fortune cards, and that's the exact same deal as Madam Web. She can see the future, and she reads fortune cards. Now tell me, why do we need a 2-hour movie about this? This movie better be 90 minutes if it wants to survive, and it better be an okay 90 minutes. But I don't doubt that Sony's able to pull that. Sony made Morbius, Sony made Venom, Sony made Kraven. You really think Kraven's gonna be good? You really think Kraven's gonna be good? They took away all the references to Spider-Man in the Madam Web movie. That's weird. Like, seriously, why do we need to know? Isn't she from Utah? She's from Oregon, right? What goes on in Oregon that needs superhero work? She had to go, tell the future for superheroes to have business, because Oregon is lame as hell. Let's pull another card. Oh, this one's gonna be the Rotten Tomatoes score. I smell it. This one's gonna be the Rotten Tomatoes score right here. Oh, an interesting choice. The Hermit card. Now, I'm not an expert, but I think the Hermit card means that this movie is going to have a 46 or below on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, if you're watching this after February 14th, Valentine's Day, which, by the way, if you're thinking about taking your woman out to go see Madam Web, stay home. Stay home. Or go watch that, isn't there a Sydney Sweeney, she's in this movie, but she's also in another movie that just came out. That movie looks more romantic than this movie will ever be. You don't need to take a woman out to see this. You will not get laid. But let's think about this. How did they even come up with this? Kraven the Hunter, Venom, those are two iconic characters. I actually kind of understand why they would want to weed them out and make a movie about them. But with Madam Web, her main appearances and her most popular appearances are her played by Joan Lee, I believe. I can't see her name on the Wikipedia article right now, so I don't know if that's Stan Lee's wife. God, this feels more disrespectful the more I talk about it. We're talking about Stan Lee's wife directing Spider-Man on Where to Go, and then we get replaced by the 50 Shades of Grey woman. And you know what? This isn't even Dakota Johnson's fault. I need to put this all on who really did this, and that's Sony. Sony was literally, I imagine, what did the board meeting look like? Do they all round up at a table? They're like, wow, No Way Home did excellent. Venom did okay. Venom 2 did pretty good. Morbius did not do any numbers. What's next? What's next? Do they watch the 90s cartoons and watch that one episode where she pops up and they're like, who's her? Who is she? I don't know who that is. And then they're like, we need to make a whole movie about it. Do you? Don't you think it would be appropriate to put her in the Into the Spider-Verse series? What if we had Miguel and Madam Web as like anti-heroes, and like she walks up to Miles and she's like, "Oh Miles, your dad can survive. The canon events, they're not canon." What if that happened? Jack, come on in, the door's unlocked. Jack, do you want me to read your future? Jack? Jack, are you there? Jack! Jack, I'm gonna read your future. Are you okay? Jack! Jack! Everybody watch, I'm gonna draw a Jack right here. If I draw a Jack, talk to me. Was that a Jack? I can't see it. Anyways, Madam Web is gonna be booty cheeks, and I cannot stand the thought of Sony making another movie. Sony, you are going to. That's a good card, right? Sony, you're going to prison for 10 years if you release another movie. What's the next on the lineup? Venom 3? God, if Andrew Garfield doesn't show up in that movie, what are you gonna do, Jack? Jack, I hear you. What are you gonna do? Jack? Hello? Maybe I should draw another card. Oh! Maybe this movie might be okay.